Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Easy Concrete University. Today we're going to be going over toolings, what kind of bond to use, what kind of grit we have, and when the appropriate time to use which tooling. First off, when you guys are looking at tools, the type of tool you're going to use is all going to depend on how hard your concrete is. Now if you guys see we have multiple different colors up here, that's all going to represent a different type of bond that a tool has. Now the bond, when we're talking about that, it's how fast this metal wears away around these impregnated diamonds. So if we can kind of take a look at our list right here, if we have a slab that scratches with the Morse test at about 8 to 9, that's going to be a really hard floor. So one thing we want to do is we want to use really soft tools, which is our white set. Now this metal around, the metal around your diamonds are going to wear away faster than any of the rest of these, which is what you want on a very hard floor. You want as much diamonds touching the concrete to do your cutting as possible. If you were to use the wrong tools, you wouldn't be able to get a very good cut on it at all. Now let's say you have just a soft floor, it's not extra soft, you have a, kind of a medium floor right around there. Maybe it's a little on the harder side. I'm going to use our soft tools. So this is for any of your floors that are going to scratch between a 6 and a 7. Again, same idea. All this metal is going to wear away from the diamonds, exposing diamonds at the right time to utilize the life of your tools. Now, once we go all the way on the other side of the spectrum, let's say we're going to have a really, really soft slab. I want to use a really hard bit. So the hard tool bit is going to wear away very, very, very slow because we don't want a ton of diamonds. That concrete is already very, very soft. So we want to keep as little as diamonds on it as possible, so that way we're not creating too much dust or inconsistent cuts. Along with the bond of your tool, or how hard that tool is, we're also going to look at the grit of the tools. We carry 6 grit, 1620, 3040s, and 6080s on our normal tools. Now, just like sandpaper, the lower that number is, the more coarse of a cut you're going to get. If you're looking for a little bit smoother cut, you might be looking into the 3040s and 6080s, to where if you're just looking for an easy, quick cut to do a flake floor, 1620s normally kind of win that battle. We also carry different style of tools as well. We carry like a double button, single button, a double bar, single bar, double arrows, a few different styles. The biggest difference is the more surface area you have on your tools, the less aggressive that tool is going to be. For example, a single bar and a double bar, a single bar will be the more aggressive tool because you'll have more pressure on each point of this diamond, right? On our machines, which take 9 tools, you would have to take, if a machine weighs 600 pounds, you would have that all set down on only 9 points of contact. So that's going to make it pretty aggressive, to where if you're using a double bar, instead of having 9 points of contact on that floor, you're going to have 18 points of contact on that floor. So the less amount of surface area you have on your bit, the more aggressive that bit is going to be. In the same idea, a single button will be more aggressive than a double button. We also carry some specialty tools as well, which will help you remove mastics, glues, any old epoxy coatings, anything that's hard, old epoxy coatings, really, really dried hard glue. I normally use a PCD. So what the PCD stands for is just these 2 little notches right here, which is going to help take off that existing coating to where you can go ahead and profile that. Now, anytime I use a specialty tool, whether it's my PCDs or my scraper blades, I'm not taking it all the way down to the concrete. I want to take about 95% of that glue, that coating off, and get it right to the point to where I can do another cut afterwards, let's say one of our other tools, and start actually going into like 1620 grits to smoothen that floor out. One of the big reasons for that is I don't want to wear through these too fast, as specialty tools are always going to be a little bit more expensive than our normal tools. So that's what I would use the PCD for, is hard, anything hard I have to take up that might flake up. Let's say I have something that's, still a little active, maybe something that's sticky, glue, something of that sort. I would use scraper blades. The same idea as the PCDs. These scraper blades are going to help really clean off all that adhesive, anything that's left stuck behind on the floor to make sure that your double bars or whatever you go through next will cut efficiently. Again, we're not taking it all the way down in the concrete. We want to take about 95% of that off to the point to where we can go ahead and bring in one of our single bar, double bars, whichever you guys want to run, to do a nice final cleanup pass. Now, I know I just threw a lot of information at you guys. If you guys have any question at all, please feel free to reach out to any of the sales reps here at Easy Concrete Supply.